Oh, goodness. It's so hot in this country. And freaking nights do not help. I wish I wasn't complaining, but I literally have my fan on maximum this time, and it's not helping. It's really not helping. But anyway, welcome, my dearest angels, to another Dislyte stream. Yes, you might hear me complain a lot about the fact that it's incredibly hot, but apparently the weather, the temperature is gonna be pretty much probably reaching above 40 degrees Celsius in this weekend. If it hasn't already reached that point by now. And it's honestly a bit scary. I literally, yesterday nighttime, I was struggling to fall asleep because of how hot it was. And today, whenever I went out, just to go just to be on the sun or something, it would feel like I was burning. It was really that bad. You were only good either at the shade, and probably was not gonna really help you all that much, or literally being in a room just having like the fan blown to the max, and still probably not gonna be enough. Because I still happen to have the window just slightly open, because I didn't want it to have it full open, because otherwise the wind would probably blow out all the sponges I have to be able to take away a bit of the noise. And the wind was also one of the worst parts, because yesterday night, not only was it really hot, but the wind wouldn't shut up. The wind wouldn't fucking shut up. It was like not whispering, but it was like whistling all the time. I could hear like literally the wind whistling. It was so loud that I would even hear like the doors, like even though they were closed, they would just like shake and something like that. It was almost impossible until at some point I was able to finally be tired enough to fall asleep. But it was probably like 6 a.m. almost by the time I actually did that. Hey there, Zardy. I was kicking it to help you with the weather and make a blizzard storm for your room. Ugh. I'm not sure if I would ask Yukina, but probably ask Maria, because that way it would just like flood the entirety of my room and possibly make it somewhat cold. Maybe ask Yukina for help in that regard and just make it into absolute paradise, because I need water too. Even though I put like 5 ice cubes in my water bottle today, I don't know how long that would last with how hot it is. And I'm pretty sure my country is not the only one that's going through the heat wave. They're already having fires already happening in my country. Luckily, no fires have been happening like close to my home, but it has been happening in like maybe a few zones already. And of course, it mostly happens in zones with a lot of like trees, especially like eucalyptus trees, I believe. I think that's what we have most in our country. And those kinds of trees tend to burn a lot and easily. So you can kind of guess how chaotic this thing starts to get. And I'm a little bitch. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to temperatures, I'm very weak. So I will complain whether it's just a bit hot or just a bit cold. I still prefer the cold over the hot, honestly, because I cannot strip my skin off. I will never forget one sentence that someone said, that they prefer the cold over the hot, because the cold you can just like wear as many clothes as you want, and that will make you feel better. Sometimes it will not be enough, but so long as you're actually well equipped, you'll be fine. But when it comes to the heat, even if you're naked, it's probably not gonna be enough. So you can kind of understand why I'm feeling a bit stressed out already. And also, even thinking that tomorrow I'm gonna also have to take care of my little cousins again. Especially with this kind of heat, I might be dying. I might die tomorrow and never come back. Who knows? But alas, I'm already gonna be drinking some water. Hopefully, by the fact that the ice cubes are gonna be melting out, hopefully I'll get extra water out of this. I also kind of need to apologize because I wasn't able to stream. Oh, it's not like I wasn't able to to stream on Monday, but I was still pretty pissed about what happened with the Yakuza 0 ending. And I also was pretty bummed out. Just like low motivation. And Mondays tend to do that to me as well, so I cannot really pull all the entirety of the blame into the game. But, I mean, at some point by around like Wednesday maybe, to be able to... I mean, I was able to... I think it was around Wednesday. I'm not sure if it was Tuesday even, but it was probably around Wednesday that I started to finally just be alright with the situation. Like, I will still call both of the main characters in the game like absolute dumbos for making such decision. I'm alright with that. I even started playing the game again today and passing through a lot of my time in those cavalry club activities. I am not gonna be saying more about this because you need to play the game to be able to understand what the fuck I'm talking about. I need an esper with godly powers and Nemesis, the Greek goddess of revenge, so I can actually take over the sun? Just to be able to challenge the sun? I mean, without the sun, a lot of shit can happen. I don't know, what can I actually face? How can what can I take revenge? The wind? I will be honest, I don't want to hate on wind, because whenever I say what is my favorite like weather, I say that I like it windy. Because if someone is like old enough to understand the reference that I'm about to say, do you guys remember that one song of Michael Jackson that goes like the whole like it's about nature apparently, and he just like stays there, just like takes off all the like the massive wind right at him. And I kind of want to feel like that. Whenever I feel wind, I love to stay in the same spot that I am and just face like opposite the wind and just take it all in. I love the wind. The sad thing is how fucking loud it is and how strong it is sometimes, especially if you're trying to sleep. That shit sucks. God damn it. But anyway, when it comes to Dislyte, first things first, I did try to draw up like some sort of like a very quick sketch of what I would think would be like if Elaine ever got her meta version. And you might have to scroll up quite a bit, but it is available for some of you to see on the Dislyte Dislyte art section in the Dislyte Discord. You might have to scroll up quite a bit to be able to find it. Because I believe I posted it maybe on Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm not sure. But it was a very quick one. And honestly, for that drawing, I did take away some of the references of how the goddess Nyx, or the Titan Nyx, was actually portrayed as. And that's why she has like what looks like a veil, or like, I don't know, like a scarf kind of veil, like flowing around her arms and around her back. Because apparently that's a common thing that appears in some of the references or image references when it comes to Nyx. So I ended up taking a bit of inspiration. I also kind of wanted to like either make more details about it, maybe try to perfect it a bit more, because when it comes to clothing, I'm terrible. So I cannot really come up with like very interesting ideas for clothing. But I also wanted to make a meta Yamato version or drawing and make him like have almost the opposite colors that he has. The clothing would be different, yes, but because Yamato's god is Izanagi, which is technically the god of life, by the way, not the god of death. You would think that god of death would be his thing, but actually that's Yuhime's thing. My brain just goes like, why he's the god of life and he's using like very dark and red colors. I'm not gonna be questioning Dislyte for this kind of decision. I love it because I love it when Dislyte tries to make something opposing to what the gods actually are. Like I can always keep giving like Yamato Gaius' reference, but alas. But when it comes to the meta versions of the espers, I can see that they're trying to really put more of what the gods represent into the characters. And you can kind of see like when it comes to Leora. Leora has like a lot of things that could make you understand that she has the powers of Athena. And when I actually drew Elaine, I tried to like pick up some of the things that Liara also had, like the little shoulder thing with the owl. I will put it on the opposite side. I will put, instead of put an owl, put a crow. And I do believe that crow is also a typical animal representative of Nyx. So I was onto something. And when it comes to my thoughts about when it comes to the Meta Yamato, his color scheme would be more of the whites and maybe teals. So that's why I was like really imagining that and not really feeling weirded out about it, honestly. I think it would look too pretty though. That's my guess. But then, aside from this whole thing that I was talking about, I also am pretty confident today that we'll finally get Ji Qianchang. I am still saying that name probably very terribly wrong. But the thing is, I think I only have like 2 more pulls to get the guy, so I think I'll be swell to finally get the shimmer today. Now, I have not seen anything in regards to like Meta Daylong's keepsakes thing, so I'm not sure how much I have that I can do today, and how much more will I need by the end of the event. I'm not even sure how long will it take, because if it's gonna be like a very long one, like it will extend into 2 events instead of 1, I might not have to use a lot of my Nexus crystals for that. So I'll be very happy if that it turns out to be the thing. So let's not waste so much time. Let's up on right up to Dislyte. I feel like I'm still forgetting something. By the way, I need to show you this. Oh, they're using this song. I've been playing this game mostly on mute, so... Oh, they brought back this song. It is fitting, I will say. But you might be wondering, who the fuck is this? I don't know if her name has already been, like, spelled out, like, been said somewhere. I was, like, zooming in. But from all the characters that show up on this, this screen... Also, great details on those Meta Daylong apps, I'll tell you what. You can only see, like, I believe it's only this film, and this is an NPC. Do not get confused of being another Esper. This is an Esper, I do believe. But the other guy there has to be an NPC, because I'm pretty sure that I've seen an NPC looking just like that. So, we're gonna get, like, maybe just Meta Daylong and her for now. I will believe that she is probably going to be a representative of, like, those Hawaiian gods. Like, if you ever saw Moana, there is that one, like, god that looks like a volcano. I think she will probably be representative of that. I have no idea what her name could be. I am hopeful that she's not another Shimmer, because it would be far too early for that, I'll say that. Because literally we got Ji Qianchang. I keep saying his name wrong. But, it was literally, like, even before this guy showed up. So, this cannot be a Shimmer, in my opinion. And I don't know if she could be Umbra as well. People are saying that she's not gonna be Umbra, so I am praying that she's a Wind. Even though she does not look like it's gonna be a Wind Esper, she's probably just gonna be more like an Inferno. And if she does not turn out to be an Inferno, the Flow is probably the most likely next element that they're going for. Wind needs more love. I would be very happy if it turns out that she actually is a Wind. But also, I have like a very sneaky suspicion that she's probably gonna be like a Bleed Esper. I don't know why, but my brain is like telling me she's probably gonna have like some Bleed in her kit. Like, what is the character that I'm trying to come up with my mind and I'm forgetting about it? Come on, Dislyte, load up. It certainly do take long whenever I'm streaming. I mean, that's kind of normal, I guess. Thank you. Emerald Bay Crisis unlocked. There's also story, by the way. There's also story, so we're gonna have to take some of that time to read that story. Yeah, Camille. I feel like she's probably gonna be like another Camille, in my opinion. I'm taking a wild guess. Because... I don't know, my brain is like telling me like, yeah, she's probably gonna be another Bleed character, but like we already went through the whole theme of like Bleed Espers since Osana, basically. So I'm a little bit like questioning myself as to why I am so stubbornly thinking that is actually gonna be the thing. Hey, yeah, guys, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a lovely day. I also need to buy more stuff out of the shop. Maxing on friendship again. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Luckily, I ended up like adding up a few more people. I think I'm already capped out anyway. I see you, gambler. Come out. And most of the people are probably like people that stick around for like a little while and are usually very active. This one is not active at all already. I already said goodbye very quickly. And you also get a free icon from just showing up. Believe it or not. And good, oh good, we have Shimmer Reaver back. Oh, they weren't lying. I mean, I'm glad that Dislyte does not go back in its promises. They did say that they were gonna be putting Shimmer Reaver on this, and they truly gave on that. And it feels so weird. I know we already talked about that last time, but it feels so weird to see, like, Shimmer Reaver this early. Usually Shimmer Reaver only happens on the anniversaries. This feels really odd of me to see it happen. I also don't have a lot in this crest just yet. Hopefully... Ooh. Wait, which divinate is that? Oh. Yeah, why? I mean, you probably didn't have much of a choice. Let's go. I gotta have to earn more energy now for the next championship. I mean, time flies pretty quickly. It's not gonna take too long until the next Esper comes around again. I just do like 3 streams of one character and that'll be enough for the next one to come around. I need to see how long Metadilion's gonna stick around though, because I will be very glad if it turns out he's gonna be just like Metaliora and does stick around for like 2 events. I'm taking a wild guess that that's gonna be the thing because they're probably gonna be promoting the other character while Metadilion's event is still gonna be up. Because next month is August, so technically still related to summer. My first pull on that Reaper for Cecilia, fitting too with reviving me and part of Metadilion's kid. I mean, sure. But if you have another reviving character, that would be better. But I mean, that's a start already. Also, technically, couldn't you be like, couldn't you also be putting, Vitcher on the Metadilion's kit? Because Vitcher does need a lot of reviving. Oh yeah, keepsake banners are always 2 patches. God bless. And not always. Not always. But for the most part, they have been. For the most part, they have been. I'm hopeful that this one is not gonna be any different. Let's have a look. I'm reckless and... Okay, 38 days. So... I wonder what they call it of that. 2 patches? I mean, it certainly is more than 1, because if you go... here... actually, this is not a good idea, though. I was trying to see, like, what it would have been, like, a good way to, like, showcase how long these things last. I was terrible at that. Alright. Events. Alright. Yes, I know. I still have to do many other things. Ooh, there's also the Shimmer puzzle. The Summer puzzle. God, why I think it was Shimmer. Ugh. Okay, I also have a few attempts left. I did not realize that. Actually, I might be able to get most of them today. I'm not gonna say all, because... Actually, 1, 2, 3, and maybe after the reset, 1, 2... Yeah, I think I can get them all today. These need a notification. I almost forgot about it twice now. Yeah! Those don't get notifications, but surely, because you have these, surely those do. It becomes a bit annoying. I almost forgot about it as well. Okay. Finally, I can click on this and actually see something, because for the first day of this event, I couldn't really click on this and be able to see what was gonna happen. I was reckless. Okay, get this, get level mons. And now start focusing the loyalty chests. I don't have enough now, but after that, it's all about gift evasion. That's usually my strategy anyway. Abyssal trials. It should be just basically the same. I am glad... God, my character was really slow there for a second. I am very glad that this game does not scale the power and just updates basically the power necessary to defeat certain levels and just keeps up the same. Like what they did with Infinity Tower? Yeah, I think it was Infinity Tower. Temporal Tower I think is still kind of technically the same. So do I have anything open that could be slowing this down? I don't think so. Point. Wait. Okay, going in this one now. And I haven't really had the need to change my team for this. Definitely in about a year. It's been in a year already that I had the same team for this and I've never really needed to change. So that's good. And like I said, sometimes I feel like Dislyte is trying to come up with new things, but they're really pushing their art team to the limit. Especially with the addition of stories. And God knows if even Metadalon has like side stories even. Now that probably would be terrifying. Because I know how long some art can take to make it happen. And I don't know how big their art team is, because certainly these things are not that easy if you don't have a big team. Okay. Oh, you're already maxed out, team beat belt. Everyone knows sporting this. I wonder... Oh, that could be like Metadalon's eyes, maybe. I forgot that Metadalon's eyes are now red. I mean, I never really saw Dalon's eyes before. I wonder if they were always red. My guess was they were probably like, maybe yellowish? And now they're red because meta. And these kinds of details that they put on the characters, especially the shading and stuff, is brutal. I don't see myself wanting to make like those crosses, like cross hatching that they make for his clothing. That mini roguelite game mode that they released in Metadrew and all the event was so good, realistic, bring it back sometime. And this Asper would probably be a really good example. And perhaps they might bring it back for phase 2, who knows? Because it is also related to Egypt. So I could see why not? Why not bring it back as well? They're probably gonna have to like add up a few things. They would have to add up like maybe different texts for certain choices. Probably add up like different enemies, perhaps. God, I really hope I don't have to sleep with this much heat today. I think I might die. I'm also gonna adjust the cables though. They get in the way. Okay, are you gonna be able to hit me directly? You're gonna be hitting too close to the mic. I think you are gonna be. Yeah, that should be good. They could add more relics packs too. They could, like, maybe either add them or change them. Especially because if you see that one looking coin to the side of Metadalon over there, like really close to his stats as well, that could be like one of the relics. It could be. Maybe like a relic of resurrection. Ooh. I kind of did poorly last week when it came to the gacha. I hope that today is not anywhere similar. I want to have good shit today. It's not like I'm gonna get Metadalon today, very fucking unlikely. But if I can get more than 2 legendaries today, that would be very nifty, Dislyte. I know you're listening to me. I am not goddamn panicking here. I know they will listen to me because I've said things and you made them happen. And it's like the only game mode where Asana or Aoife shine with a dot relic, make bleed useful for once. Bleed and poison. But then people will still prefer poison over bleed, because bleed doesn't really act like poison, and honestly that's for the better, otherwise it would be far too copycat. But then again, people kind of prefer the poison, because the poison units are far much better than some of the bleed options. Like, Hilda and Ether are very well-known poison units. And bleed, while there are some characters that can do bleed, they're probably not their main focuses, aside from Asana. And maybe, I don't know, I know that some characters also do bleed. I know that Ophelia does bleed. I know that Camille does bleed. I know a few characters can do bleed. But the bleeding effect is not exactly as enticing as a poison. Now I'm suddenly seeing far too many Arthurs around. People weren't joking when they're saying that he is gonna be a like a game-breaking character, even though I don't like that term. I will say it a few times, I do not like that term. Also, why is Hilda in here? That does not make sense. Bleed sucks because it scales with the caster's attack and doesn't ignore defense, while poison deals damage based on enemy and counts as true damage. I believe that if they want to make bleed good again, they need to turn that into true damage. I believe that bleed would have been better if it also counted as true damage, or at least that it would be worse depending on the enemy Esper's max HP or something. Or depending on how low their defenses are. Because if they have really low defenses, the more hurtful bleed would be. That would make sense, right? I think for the battle would just count as true damage. But then a lot of characters will start being way too good, especially Asana. God damn. And either turn it into true damage or make it so the lower the defense the enemy has, the more damage it will do. The more efficient said debuff will be. I think that's not a hard fix. Maybe it will come with like a lot of consequences. But I mean, in a good way, some of the older aspirants might start to be really fucking good. Also, why the fuck do you have Tyrell or R6? That has to be some fucking dedication. Already sweaty. I'm already yawning. Okay, I need you to be a bit closer to me, Ben. Thank you. Blow it right into my shirt. That'll fix all my problems. I am getting a lot of these coins, which is good. That means for the scratch cards, it shouldn't be a problem. Oh wait, I'm not gonna get a reset. I'm not gonna be able to get the entirety of the map, or at least not the map, the puzzle. The entirety of it even before the reset happens. Even before the gacha. I already forgot what I went for. It's weird how sometimes even heat gives me sleepy. Sleepy. I wanna go to a fucking full man, just draw myself into that. I don't see why they can't give Blade more powers. Not like the endgame bosses aren't already immune to normal debuffs. I mean, probably would have been far too good for certain bosses like Yinglong. Which I'm still mad that they just didn't leave off Andros as a name. Honestly, Andros is far more catchy. I like that they changed the boss. But Andros, come on. I mean, certainly, like I said, Blee would end up being really good for like bosses like Yinglong, but like for more hardcore bosses, I can kind of see that being a problem. Especially bosses that will be weak to anything that is like debuffs that do damage over time, like poison. All right. Yeah. I love what could be. God, that's such a catchy song. Okay. Victory Defenders and the Cube Miracle and stickers. Let's go already for Defenders of the Cube Miracle. And go for you. Elemental. Speaking of bleed. Maybe this one. Storm. Honestly, I kind of prefer another one for more damage, but beggars can be choosers. So, it's not too bad. I may have a better idea for this one. Okay. Yeah, I think this one. There we go. Okay. Alright. And it will reset again. I thought I already did it. Hold up. Ugh. I don't think I'm done with this just yet. Apparently I am, even though I did not even do the Q miracles. Or ritual miracles, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Gotta love it when they give me Nexus crystals in these expeditions. They are not that greedy. But they're not that cheap either, honestly. And honestly, with how long I've been playing this game, they could give it a bit more. Yes, this is witness, but it would be nice, you know? And yes, I have not done the hard level of Temporal Tower just yet because time. Time has not been at my side this long while. I clicked it. What it up, what it up. Ah. What it up, what it up, what it up. I'm thinking, am I really the only Dislyte streamer out there? Like, legit streamer. I'm not saying like, oh, I'll just do like 1 or 2 streams of Dislyte and that's all you will ever see in your entire life. But I see some people actually making like content videos of the game and stuff like that, but not actually streams. I wonder if I'm actually the only one, or I'm probably like one of the few streamers out there that are probably not so well known, that finding me is like finding a freaking gem. Am I that rare? Or am I like, when you're trying to look up for like Dislyte streamers, I'm probably gonna be the only option out there. If that's the situation, I'm a bit bummed out by it. Like, yeah, maybe if I could like maybe do a little bit more, try to advertise more of my channel, maybe more people could like come to me and be able to like, showcase and be there for when the gacha happens. Because I love it when people just are there for the gacha. I feel like the more people are in my stream whenever the gacha happens, the luckier I get. Probably the only English streaming one? There are others in different languages, huh? I mean, I am kind of a natural when it comes to English. I'm not saying that I'm English native. But I do have quite a lot of time spent learning the language, so it ends up being a bit of a natural thing for me. And the thing is, I see people in the Discord like talking about like how they showcase their pulls and stuff like that. Like for example, I'm seeing one that had double ampla. That would be Fushi's absolute dream. I actually think double ampla is honestly beautiful. Absolutely adorable. Also, I just got something. Is it important? No, it's not. Back to the Dislyte Discord. Alright. I haven't had like a double choice of destiny, and I'm counting my days on that because apparently it's not that rare. It is not that rare. And maybe it'll happen to me someday. I swear I had a nightmare once where I gotten like from the gacha double Gaius on Choice of Destiny. Like, sure, I love my Gaius, but the fact that he was one of my first R6s, legendary R6s, it's I've had like many resonances of him even past the R6 point, so it ends up terrifying me quite a lot if I ever see that happen. I think the game might be on to me. I just wanna know. Yeah. Gold record, win record, and inferno record. God, yeah. Alright, health. It's a sign, you think so? I don't know. I don't know if guys is gonna be the next one. I honestly kinda doubt it. I think the next Esper we're gonna have is either gonna be a well-known one, or it's gonna be just like Sobek. Actually, not Daylon. I'm sorry, Sobek is the god. I believe it's gonna be just like either a well-known one or not a well-known one. I'm just praying it ends up being a kind of an old one, not like super new, but rather an old one, because that way it doesn't feel like it's too rushed up. And so far from all the meta espers we've had, I think maybe I'm not sure when when Daylon was released. I may have gotten information from Daylon the moment I got him, right? No, not here. It'll have to be in the Esper section. Now where the heck are you, Dalen? Normal Dalen, I'm speaking to you. Normal Dalen, where art thou? Did I not build you? Oh, there you are. I should have some information in regards to when I got him. 2024. That's August. Nope. Yeah, that's August. 29th of August. I'm not sure if I got him as soon as he was released or something. So it has been like nearly 2 years ago. No, oh no, wait, this is level 60. He joined me 2023. I forgot that I ended up like putting him onto a corner and just never level him up. So he was 2023 on July of 26. So he is nearly 3 years old. So he's kind of old. Kind of ish old. I just hope they kind of stick around with the whole thing of like, hey, we're gonna give meta to all the characters, like more than 2 years kind of old. Because I believe maybe Leora might have been slightly younger than him actually. And I'm gonna have to confirm that as well. Profile, Esper log. Actually, no. He came up after Leora, actually. He was also the first championship Esper. I am slightly remembering that. You might be right. He actually did come around the championship Espers, right? Apparently Leora is still younger than him, apparently. So they're still sticking around with the bases like old Espers. I just wish they could go like next up with like Clara or something. But alas. You already have a healer Esper. And also gonna have to wait till the next patch zones because that's the period where the data miners emerges with the news. That literally means just next month then. And also I'm just really surprised that this game still has data miners. I guess that is just that interesting. Okay. The fact that I have both of these characters in my Tomodachi life says something. I only have this one, this one, this one, and this one in my Tomodachi life. I've been trying to make you, but it's not been easy. The 21 grams in my soul. Love stuff is done then, right? I believe so. But now it all misses out on... Maybe I will start doing the rest of the temple tower because I'll be missing out if I don't do that. And which one should I choose? Go either for Egyptian mythology, for the Shadow Decree, and or the Shimmering Light. I feel like Shadow Decree will be far too easy because literally one of the best Espers out there, at least casual Espers, belong to the Shadow Decree. The fact that guys is here just doesn't really fucking sense to me no more. Shimmering Light might be the hardest. If you didn't have that many shimmers, this could be really fucking hard for you. And I already encountered someone at R6 made a Dalen point where it was terrifying. It's not only just one occasion. There's a few people out there already with R6 Metadalon. They believe he is really good, and I'm not gonna say otherwise because I've never tested Metadalon ever and never saw his full capacity at R6. Maybe if I wasn't too rushed up with the point where maybe I could have seen like maybe an R6 Metadalon and actually fight against it to see how bad it was gonna be. Because I assume that so long as he receives healing from someone, he's probably gonna basically do a whole like double and give it to the next person kind of situation. So it gets terrifying. So for this face formation, guys in Shadow Decree can't see him. The clue where you're talking about. I am so glad people are still in denial like me. I am still glad people are still in denial like me because I don't understand why he had to be the one retconned. His whole story was alright. He was not boring. He was such a dear character to some of us. Because he was literally the opposite of his god representation. And they just retcon into becoming the bad guy. I mean, at least it doesn't seem like he's going after many girls out there. I mean, I don't know what's happening. And I'm still gonna buy with the theory that Yamato is behind all of this. He literally shows up in a miracle, hiding somewhere, but he shows up in the same miracle that everything starts to happen. So he must have at least the gadget to control guys' mind at some point. The thing is, he had to tweak that shit real well to not make it look like he's being possessed. Because whenever Kokuzan was the one using the gadget to possess Hime, she looked different. Very, very different. In a sense that she looked like she was either sleepwalking or literally being possessed. So, I believe Yamato did a lot of tweaking there. Alright, let's go for Shimmering Light. And the next one will be... I cannot say this name without probably getting clipped. Because this sounds like something. But anyway, Scorching Light is only Infernos, which is gonna make it fucking easy. And Wanderer is basically only Wanderer Espers, and a lot of the good Espers are Wanderers, so this does not surprise me. I cannot take this name seriously. Alright, let's go for Shimmering Light. Yeah. I got plenty, don't worry about it. Now let's take her out for a second. Maria. Shrumping maybe. I kind of want to put Talon because he would die very quickly and just like amp up the power. Let's go for this. These are basically like the... at least these three are necessary in my perspective. I mean, Marie is already heals. So why even have Eon? Actually, I'm gonna take Marie out. So R6 Metadalon plus Marie is a ticking time bomb. When he gets 10 stacks of anima, he nukes everyone. And with the current units, it's so easy to protect him. And what does he need to do to be able to get those anima stacks? I feel like I've heard that name, anima, in some other Asper out there. Okay, maybe get you. I kind of want to put you, Fangnuxie, because goddamn, nobody uses you anymore, and it's actually kind of sad. Actually, I'm gonna put in this as well. Let's put it up like this. Even though you're gonna be killing up like a lot of people right on, but that's fine. It simply needs to get healed, and that's it. So basically, the anima stacks is just like whatever Marie is gonna be doing because she's gonna be healing up a lot. There we go. And guns up. It is, honestly, like... So, he's still a damage dealer, technically. Metadalon is still technically a damage dealer, but his damage is gonna depend on healing stacks. So, he basically is like a harm assist. I think that's technically the word. Would he technically be considered the first harm assist meta Esper out there? That he uses the power of healing to harm the others? It's interesting the way that he is portrayed then. Like, you wouldn't really think of using, like, healing as a way to harm the others. I mean, I believe in certain events you can kind of do that. Healing plus 200% of HP. I mean, the healing is gonna bring up the HP. Unless you want to say max HP and not just normal HP. Because if you actually say 200% of his max HP, now that's a different thing. So maybe he could come around well with like certain espers like Morris. That could increase his HP. Ooh. Bye-bye. The animations themselves just take much longer. The fact that I'm gonna have to do like freaking 50 floors at this. Is it 50 floors? Yeah, it's 50 floors because 50 floors for Temporal and for Infinity Tower I believe it's just 10. But the thing is those Infinity Towers don't go so easy now. Need to double check that actually. Go on then. I wish I know more. God, that freaking rock sound. Hell yeah, the guitar ripped. I really needed to do this. I'm gonna take a little while, but I really need to do that. Oh yeah, it's 200% of his max HP. Well, that does change a few things. But it does make certain aspects like Morris that increases his max HP even more worthwhile. I'm also gonna check up Dislyte's wiki because I've been going at this whole rampage of like seeing what kind of characters, what Japanese voice actors voice which espers. I mean, Pindar, Morris is just a shielder, no? I'm not sure. Because doesn't he technically heal? I mean, I would say Morris because I remember Morris is very, very well with Amir. And I always thought it was because he would increase the max HP. But if Pindar is actually the one that does that, well, that does change also some of the things. I want to see like most recent espers. I need to see like voice actors things. Yeah, because this one probably will tell me which espers have which voice actors, especially in Japanese. Well, I just figured it out that apparently Meta Alexa and Alexa don't have the same voice actor. Apparently, for normal Alexa, the English voice actor is Elisa Park, while for the Meta Alexa is Tamara Ryan. They have different voice actors, interestingly. And they don't showcase the newer characters' voice actors.
Warning, and get ready for the battle of...
I was kind of hopeful I could find like really one. Okay, even for Daylon, they don't even showcase. It's also not the same English voice actor for both the normal Daylon and the Meta Daylon. Even, I assume that they can really reach out for the old one. Even for Meta Freddy, it's not the same voice actor as well. Because for normal Freddy, if it is gameplay wise, the one is called Angel Guadarrama. It has double R, so there's that. Or for the story mode is Luis Bermudez. And for Freddy Awakening, that's what they call it, Meta Freddy is Yonjin. And this is indeed an English voice actor. They don't really give out information about the not even for Leora, apparently. For Leora was Ariana Ratner, while for Meta Leora was Chaladan. Huh. Meta got the same VA, right? Because I recall seeing the same net. I can try and see that up. I mean, I need to look up because Drew is D. Drew. Huh, even Drew doesn't show up here. I mean, Drew is Carlton Chile. I'm not sure for Meta Drew. Huh? Hold on a minute. Wait. Huh? Wait, I did say that Meta Freddy's voice actor was Yeonjin, right? I need to look up Freddy again. Fuck. Freddy. Yeonjin, yeah. Why did I just not realize that that's the same voice actor in English as Yeon? Yeah, the Yeon that I'm using right now. Apparently Yeon and Meta Freddy have the same voice actor. Well then. Oh, that is certainly interesting. Okay, I do need to see then Dislyte, Meta, True, voice actor. But apparently in Dislyte they don't tell me. Okay, and for Drew, so normal Drew is Carlton Chile, while for the the Meta Drew is Ethan Gabriel. Yeah, but they don't have the same voice actor then. Not even Meta Drew or Drew have the same voice actor. Because like I said, Meta Drew is Ethan Gabriel, while for normal Drew is Carlton Chile. Also, I just now realized that Drew's Japanese voice actor is Hiroshi Mono, which is the same voice actor as as Hall as well, and also a very well-known Japanese voice actor in some of anime, specifically for Demon Slayer that he voices in it too. Oh, the things I just found out. The family do not keep the same voice actors. I assume that they try to make them somewhat similar at least, because maybe they cannot really reach out to the old ones. Well, wow, it sounds so similar to me. I almost believe it was the same. I assume that they end up like making or trying to hire very similar voice actors. I assume that they try to really hire up voice actors that have very, very similar voices to the old ones. Super Billion. I saw that you were streaming for like a long while. I noticed that you were still streaming and it was almost gonna be time for me to stream. So I assume you're gonna have to hurry it up and get ready to work, I assume. That says a lot about their skill. They're really good. They are indeed. They are indeed. I mean, there's that possibility that maybe the Japanese voices are the same. But I don't really know that myself. Yeah, I stream longer than normal. Persona does that to my perception of time. I get ya. I get ya. I also ended up spending a lot of time grinding Metaphor Fantasy. Know them well. I showed ya. Yep, gonna have to get ready to work here in a bit, as I'm still working extra hours. Was it because you were sick at some point or something? I'm still kind of trying to recall something. I mean, if you still have the time to hear me, I do have some somewhat interesting information, at least definitely for me, when it comes to Metaphor Fantasio. And it makes me want to replay the game again, and with the Japanese voices. And as I was talking already with the voice actors for Dislyte and stuff like that, how their metas and normal espers actually don't share the same voice actors. Now you ended up dragging me up to this point and maybe talk about a bit Metaphor Fantasia. This is not going to be about Dislyte, but hey, if you're willing for me to share up information about it, hopefully you'll be quite informed about it. Because honestly, it's incredibly interesting for me to actually, this whole information that I've gotten. This corporate is visiting the work, so they want extra things clean and presentable, so I'm getting extra time. Oh, okay, I see. Corporates. I'm not really wanting to play because of like wanting to let the metaphors get in, but it's rather because I want to hear the Japanese voice actors. Because apparently, for all the characters, for all the main characters, plus even the antagonist, the voices that they do, and comparing to other voices they have done in other animes or games and stuff like that, it makes you think like, how did we not know of this? And there are a few characters that really intrigue me. I think I can name you 3 that really intrigue me as to knowing their voice actors. I mean, there is a +1 out there, but I feel like he's a bit too popular. And the characters that really intrigued me when I learned about their Japanese voice actors was Hulkenberg, Heismay, and Lewis. Yes, the antagonists. Yes. Because for Hulkenberg, her voice actor is known to voice characters like Shinobu from Demon Slayer and Yor from Spy Family. I'm not kidding. That the type of characters that does a lot of like like those kind of like voices, very womanizing kind of voice, like those kind of voices that makes it seem like the character's trying to really charm you or just trying to like all innocent but actually very seductive kind of situation. Yeah. The same voice actress, but also voices Hulkenberg, and that I cannot really put in my mind, because if you play the game, you'll know that Hulkenberg is not supposed to sound seductive or anything like that. She is like, I want to eat, I want to protect the prince, and that's it. That's her whole thing. I want to be able to protect at the night, and also I just want to eat much. I just cannot imagine a voice actress like that the voices Shinobu and Yor like that actually voice Hulkenberg as well. In all languages, yeah. I am sad that in the English versions, a lot of the characters, the characters that have their English voice actors, those English voice actors do not like do anything or did anything other than voicing those characters. So they don't have like a big repertoire. But when it comes to the Japanese voice actors, God. And that was just Hulkenberg that I just said. She is her voice actor is basically the same as those ones that go like yada yada, something like that. It's weird. And now when it comes to Heismay, when I found out that Heismay voice actor is the same one that voiced Yujiro Hanma in the Baki anime, boom! My mind was blown. Not only that, but he also voices all in one, that antagonist character in My Hero Academia. Same Japanese voice actor, by the way. So they ended up hiring a voice actor that is mostly known for evil characters or antagonists for Heismay, which is now ends up being my favorite character. All for one in my hair, yeah. And then was Lewis. This one absolutely surprised me. Really fucking surprised me. Because the character that the voice actor that Lewis is voiced is incredibly popular. Even if I say one quote, you'll know who I'm going to be talking about, unless you're not really connected to the anime. If I say that the voice actor that voices Lewis also said the quote, "Yoraimo," you're not going to believe me. And I don't blame you for that. And yes, I said it right. The same Japanese voice actor that voiced Lewis also voiced Gojo Satoru. And I'm not a big anime watcher that knows everything about Jujutsu Kaisen, but I know how fucking popular Jujutsu Gojo Satoru is. So the fact that I know that this Metaphor Fantasio has a lot of Japanese voice actors that are known for many animes, even extremely popular ones, it feels dangerous. It feels absolutely dangerous. And the other one that I also mentioned that does not surprise me was the main character's voice actor, in which I call them Arthur, but he's actually just named the Prince. And his voice actor is the same as Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. What is the that one character from Dun Dun Dun? One of the god damn it. And also Nines from that one game that I also completely forgot the name about, for fuck's sake. Yeah, it's not. At least the Japanese VA is also writer for One Punch Man. See? There's a lot of like VAs out there that do so much voices out there that as soon as they find out that they actually some of the characters sharing the same voice actor, your first impression will always be mind blown. I'm certainly always mind blown. I mean, some people will be like, but me? But the thing is, I'm always so excited about that because it just feels like you want to be able to hear those voices more often and try to see if you can actually catch and hear that same voice from other characters from that the same voice actor also voiced. And see how good your ears are for that. Check out someone from Fruit Basket, I don't have an idea. And Bruno for JoJo. JoJo, I kind of have an idea. But I don't know all the characters, so Bruno's kind of like not known to me. But I mean, I know I posted like some of the things that I discovered about the game, about the voice actors to my boyfriend because I was just like so into it. And for example, yeah, it's funny how, for example, Stroll's Japanese voice actor is the same as Yuri Breyer from Spy Family and Flock Froster on Attack on Titan. And Junas is Yoshino Nanjo, which is the same as Trigger and Zenzo Suzero and Topaz no Kasaril. Yufa, Misato Fukuen, same voice actor as Himiko Toga in My Hero Academia and Dislyte in Genshin Impact. And Basilio is Yoshimasa Yosoya, same voice actor as Tsukiyomi in My Hero Academia and Kaigaku from Demon Slayer. And then Miura's legendary man as well, legendary voice actor because his Japanese voice actor is Kazuhiko Inoue, which is the same VA as Yorichi, Demon Slayer, and Kakashi from Naruto. Also, by the way, Lewis's Japanese voice actor also voices Hawks from My Hero Academia, so there's a lot of My Hero Academia voice actors in Metaphor Fantasia. And from Pokemon Black, White, Grief, MFMA, Tomoyo, Kazaki, and Kana. That's a lot of characters you know he voices. That is a lot. And a whole number of Gundam voices. Whew. They're really put it all out. I mean, this just convinces me more and more that I should replay the game. But maybe play it in like New Game Plus. It's already like tapped out on the archetypes. Might as well not even go through the whole hassle again because I just want to hear the voices. I just want to hear the voices. Also, what is the Gallica's Japanese voice actor does? Oh, Sumire Morohoshi, same VA as Emma in The Promised Neverland and Lilo from Lilo and Stitch. Gallica? That's interesting. Has been around for so long, so some of that did good are getting cast everywhere as a selling point. Pretty much. I mean, when it comes to the English VAs, I kind of hope with how successful Metaphor Fantasia was, that these voice actors that voice like the main characters as well as many other leading characters, they also get like get a lot of recognition, get casted for that because some of the voices that were casted for the game are absolutely well done. In America's VA work has been seen as positively or much of a selling point. Not to mention many try to keep costs down to certain prolific VAs can take the whole budget, leave not many for the rest of the cast to share. Greediness. Absolute greediness. It's not like there's gonna be only one VA that's gonna be able to voice every single one of them. That's not how things are gonna work. And they cannot like make a small group of VAs that would be able to do everything for you. That's also not gonna work. After a lot of talking, my shirt is already sweaty. Okay, how many more floors do I need to do this? 42. Okay, so just 8 more floors. That should be good. But yeah, at the moment I saw the credits of the Metaphor Fantasio, I saw the cast for the voices for the characters. I was like, huh? I didn't know if there was even a Japanese version of the game. And whenever I ended up looking up all the voice actors for both the English and the Japanese, I was so astounded. So, after maybe I am done with doing all the side quests and all the, all the events that, not events, the activities that Yakuza 0 is still giving off to me, I'm probably gonna go after Metaphor Fantasio again. Yeah. I'm still looking at Eon and still remembering the time that I thought he was a girl. I mean, I'm glad that I wasn't the only one that felt for a strap. But I didn't really think too much about... I looked up at his thighs and like, oh, that's some very masculine thighs for a girl, right? Right? Oh, the deception.
Warning, and get ready for the battle of...
I also hope that maybe next week I can try out a few more things, like maybe improving the quality of my microphone, because I am a bit too aware that my voice is not exactly good. It's not exactly professional, even though I use kind of a high-ish quality microphone, not exactly one of the most expensive ones, but apparently a streaming microphone. It's supposed to be good, according to videos. And I'm probably gonna see ways to be able to improve the quality. Maybe if on the next Dislyte stream you see that my voice might be a bit different, that means I tweaked it. And also I'm trying to see if I can maybe do some tweaking on some of my redeems. One of the ones that I'm thinking about tweaking is maybe my caramel dancing redeem, because Emote Lab, which is an application that is actually sold on Steam, in which you can create your own emotes, has one emote of the character you created doing the caramel dancing dance. So I am thinking of maybe adding that one alongside my character dancing when the redeem ends up being triggered. Oh god, I'm so hard. Ah. And also there's some other ones that they have done that I can can maybe have an idea, maybe come up with something. Maybe like, since they have a lot of emotes that I can maybe use, maybe instead of like always having the same emote happening whenever there's a whole like notification of like, oh, the ads are coming, maybe have different ones. Okay, you really need to do your work there, Finn. Because I'm already talking loud, I'm sweating up a lot. If I get sick tomorrow, fuck it. But I needed to put up with the work, okay? That I was not made for this weather. I mean, I was literally born in winter, so I was supposed to be ready for the winter time. Not even that. Well, I didn't need to do any tweaking in this. Yeah. I do recommend you to take your hands off me because I am sweating buckets. But then again, you cannot anymore. I gotta have to tolerate this for like maybe 15 minutes. I feel like if did I really choose the hardest path, honestly? I mean, it's maybe because shimmers are far too strong out there. Literally because I have a unit in here that can absolutely destroy single targets. And that's finally done. I'm gonna have to tolerate you for a long while. Alright, this is done, so I can now blitz the rest. I also am not sure if I did any of the mirror lab this week. I have a feeling that I might have. I think even right after championship was done. But I need to check up on that. I need to also see if they had it like maybe different espers to solve up some of the bosses. Because I believe I still have 1 or 2 to take down. Also, my computer's so fucking hot right now. Yeah. I also need to start remembering that I probably should not be putting up Dislyte music in the background because apparently YouTube detects that as music that if I ever start earning money from YouTube, then I need to take it away. So once I actually start earning money from YouTube, I might have to, you know, I might need to like take away the music of the game, which just sucks, by the way. I thought Dislyte would like let us stream the music of the game knowing that it's theirs. Right? Not a whole lot I can go around with, but sure. Yeah, I've done this, I need to do this. I also need to do the puzzle. Well, it's just to not forget about it. 2. How many I have of each? I have win records 10. I actually need to be wise about this because I need to know which ones I have most when it comes to shards. I have 10 of this and 12 of this. I actually do have more of this, which is only like 3 than at this one, which I only have 2. So technically I have 12 and 15. I wouldn't really win much by trying to get to the flow one, so I'm just gonna try to even out. There we go. It's telling me that I need to consume more stamina, which I might try. Have I done everything in the mirror lab? Yes, I have. Okay. But let's focus first on the theme show, and let's actually hop on right up to the story. Because even though there's only going to be 2 chapters, by the next week, we're only going to have 1 more chapter to see, and then I'm going to have to wait a long while to see more. Waters near the Cube Miracle, deserted island. The girl wipes the sweat from her forehead. Her bright red figure stands out against the deserted island, but when she looks up, there is no joy in her face. Everywhere she looks, abandoned houses lie buried under vines. The village altar is cracked, and the stone walls are still scarred with the Miramon claw marks. The girl takes a deep breath. All she smells is damp sea air, mixed with a faint scent of ash. So it really is deserted now. Was all this caused by the Cube Miracle's arrival? Oh hey! They actually created a different sprite of her! Unless that's how she's gonna look later. Guess I admit it all sounded a little too romantic in my head. My hometown wasn't exactly waiting for me to come back. She has a sweet-ass guitar though. I hope whenever they make up her sprite that she doesn't look like this. This is just like an alternate sprite. That's like storage sprite. This is just storage sprite. I want to see this as just being storage sprite. Then how am I supposed to find the clues from Grandma's stories? Lily. It is gonna be the same. LA, Wanderer, wielder of Heli's divine power. Alright, I'm gonna have to head out. See you next streamer. See you and good luck on the catchables. Thank you! Don't you dare steal my luck. So her name is Lily. And what is Haley? Haley God. I didn't say God, I meant to say God. Is a Hawaiian goddess of fire, of thunder, of dancing, of volcanoes and violence. Okay, so it is a Hawaiian goddess. Oh. Ring ring. Just as the girl starts to lose heart, her phone rings. Lily, where are you? You're supposed to be at the restaurant today. Dad, I'm back on the island. You went back there? Why didn't you tell us? Never mind. Before you left, did you see your grandma's ukulele? Didn't notice. Left really early. Why? You meet though, apparently. You're sure? It's always been in the shop. It couldn't have just walked off. Dad? Hello? You're breaking up. Signal's terrible here. Gotta go. Oh wait, was that why he was like breaking up a little? Was it because of that? Lily hands up and immediately powers off her phone. She lets out a relieved sigh, looks at the ukulele she snuck out with her and grins. Prize is avoided. Now it's up to you to help me find those legendary clues. What? Lily gives the ukulele strings a gentle pluck. Far down the beach, a few faint lights begin to flicker. Huh? Are those blue lights? I knew there had to be a trick to seeing them. Lily keeps softly picking out those notes on the ukulele, following the pink blue lights deeper into the abandoned village. Was she literally talking to us? Or is it made it Dylan already? God if I know. Desert Island. This is where Choyo's place was, right? So quiet. I can't remember if I've ever been here before. Hey there, welcome to stream. Having a lovely day, Bronk. I am sweating buckets because of the weather, but aside from that, we'll chill. As Lily looks around, several Miramon quietly close in behind her. Nyah. So this is my welcome home, huh? Take this. She's monologuing, I guess. That's my guess. The monster has vanished in the flames. Lily dusts off her hands and smiles like it was nothing. Not bad, right? And since no one's here, I can use my divine power all I want. There are more? Oh no, I can't dodge that. The monsters rush straight at her. Lily covers her head, bracing for the hit, when a massive figure steps out of the smoke. What's up, Dylan? Nobody gonna explain me why you're already meta? You, where are you? Monster! A crocodile! There's a crocodile monster! Panicking, Lily hurls a burst of flames at Daylon, but he dodges aside. Hey, easy. I'm not here to hurt you. As the smoke clears, Lily finally gets a good look at Daylon. An Esper? Oh no, this is so embarrassing. I didn't mean to. There were so many Miramon and I thought you were one of them. I'm used to it. Though those flames of yours did surprise me. Daylon takes out his work ID and shows it to Lily. I'm Daylon, an Esper Union Ops Chief. I was patrolling nearby. I'm Lily. Thanks for saving me. The Key of Miracle has been unstable lately, and Miramon activity on the island has picked up. This area is off limits now. I'll call the Union for backup, then get you out of here. Daylon checks his pocket but finds nothing there. Where is my communicator? He follows Lily's gaze to the ground. His communicator lies in his sphere, burned black and giving up a smoky smell. Well... I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll pay for it, I promise. You goofed. You goofed very hard. Okay, homeland. Ah, why is it stirring so much? The next ferry won't pass by another 12 hours. Till then, I'll keep you safe. Still, even if the island were off limits, it's been abandoned for years. Why come here? Also, why did snout suddenly became smaller? This island used to be my home, and according to our tradition, this is the time of year where we honor our departed loved ones. So you came to pay respects? Yeah, my grandma came to me in a dream and told me to come here to find the Whispering Blue Lights. What? Where did you go, Dylan? Where did you go? Buddy, did you just die on me? Did you just die off screen? What happened? Dislyte goofed again. The Whispering Blue Lights. You mean those blue lights that show up on the island? What do you know about them? Oh well, his transformation story is gonna have to wait till we get him and check his profile. What's wrong? Honestly, that's exactly why I'm here. I'm investigating the strange blue lights on this abandoned island. Lately, the Jouney has been getting reports about those lights, along with reports of people going missing. I'm trying to find out if the two are connected. You got shy a little. Maybe. People are going missing around here. Yes, Q Miracle hasn't been as active lately, so some people have started hiring experts to fish in these waters. Then reports started coming about mysterious blue lights, and about people disappearing. That's what brought me. If you used to live here, maybe you can tell me what you know about the blue lights. I see. The Whispering Blue Lights usually appear in summer, especially around this festival. Legend said that they come from another world. They loved their loved ones who have passed away, coming back to visit the living. Is this gonna be like inspired by Coco or something? That's my guess. And if you're a child of the island, you can hear their whispers and pass on their messages. A lot of legends around here mention another world. Huh? I visited the nearby Papaya Island and heard about the island doors from Priest Tetsuya. Oh god! Flashbacks from last year's summer bash event, yes. It was all about Tetsuya and Ryota and those supposed doors. Doors? Where are those? Basically, a door is another place said to lead to a different world. But in this case, it connects to a miracle. Why is it stirring so much? That sounds really dangerous. It is. But we don't know yet whether this island has anything like that. I mean, the Papaya Islands did have that giant supposed shrine that apparently was a door to another world. From what you're saying, if the Whispering Blue Lights also come from another world, then we can't rule it out. You think the Whispering Blue Lights might have something to do with the missing people? It's possible. Either way, I'm investigating so no one else gets lured in by the Whispering Blue Lights and wanders somewhere they shouldn't. As he finishes speaking, Dylan suddenly steps closer to Lily and bends down. What a coincidence, I just leveled up my Ryota to level 70. Well, Lynn, congrats! I don't know why that would be good, but you can tell me why. Whoa! What are you doing? Your leg is hurt. If you don't treat it, it could get infected. It is? I didn't even notice! Dylan waves the scepter and gently heals Lily's wound with divine power. Warmth spreads through her body and her face turns bright red. I'm sorry. I thought you were a Miramon and then I broke a communicator. And I called you a crocodile monster. It's fine. I get that a lot. Oh. When my emotions run too high, my divine power starts spilling out. I try to keep it under control, but when something happens all of a sudden, I still mess up. I see. Panic only makes a fight more dangerous. Dylan's words help Lily relax. She takes a deep breath and steadies herself. Thanks. I feel a lot better now. Actually, since we're both looking for the Whispering Blue Lights, why don't we work together? I'm an expert too, you know? I guess that was kind of fucking obvious, wasn't it? And you probably need a local guide, right? I know this place. I can help. After a moment of thought, Dalen offered Lily his hand. You're right. We'll be safer if we stick. I'll appreciate the help. Then it's a deal. Lila shakes his hand, and the two head deeper into the island. And he'll just gonna stay right there. For the speed lead buff. I mean, yes, but there are some other speed lead options. I'm gonna waste up a bit of my my stamina, just to be able to get more of this. Oh, why is it stirring so much? Secret potion on you, girl. The thing is, you were saying that we're gonna have to wait up for his transformation story. Yet the story starts with him already being meta, so unless we get flashbacks, we're not gonna know until we get him indeed. Okay, since I still have a bit of time, I'm gonna try to hurt these fuckers here. And see if I can finally make up a team that can work. Because all I really need to fight now is this one, specifically. And formations are reckoning the... Wait, I can oh no, it's because Sidras are 6. Might fuck it up hard if I don't have Sidra 6. I mean... It's all gonna depend on me having Sidra, right? Most it would be, but it could be used from the Lance. I don't think I'm able to do this because Sidras aren't 6 yet. And I think it's all gonna depend on that. Wow. I mean, the fact that Sachiko is there, it really doesn't tune the whole thing for Sidra. Why did you do that? Well, that killed them off very quickly, huh? I think really our 6 Sidra is really needed because of that resurrecting thing that she does. In the next reset, you'll get the last reso from the O2 box, and maybe it'll help. Perhaps only for Javid. That's my guess. Also, I'm getting a lot. Oh, are we getting another invitation? Well, as long as you guys keep being active, I do not mind. Yeah, I'm still being used. You're still very, very popular, though. I really need to keep up. Road side. Do I have anything to redeem? I sure do. And on the shop, is there anything I can get? No. I already got these boxes, and I'm just gonna be getting these boxes. Now, I just realized something. There's Shimmer Rebirth happening. I'm literally 2 pulls away to getting a Shimmer, and the boxes... Oh, the boxes. I have 20 of the new ones and 30 of the previous ones. Meaning that if I want, so long as it's one of the older espers, I just need 10 more of these boxes, and I can get any Shimmer. Well, not every Shimmer, but 90 freaking 5% of the Shimmer espers. I can get any of them. So basically, not only will I be getting 1 Shimmer today, later I can get another one from the Shimmer Rebirth, and then I can get this as well. Actually, I might be getting from this one first, and then Shimmer Rebirth. I have Nixie left. Well, yeah, R1 Yeon sounds incredibly promising. Now, what am I thinking to get? I don't have Cecilia. I don't have Victor, and I don't have this guy. But this guy here, I'm already gonna get him. So that only leaves up for Cecilia and Victor. That is the only one that I don't have. And that makes me like ponder if I should just go for like the collectionist route and just go get all the espers that I don't have just yet, or go for like maximizing the resonances kind of route. Because my guess is that most likely with these boxes I'm probably gonna get R1 Eon, and I'm already gonna get G Chin-chan. I'm sorry if I cannot say his name. In the gacha, already in the Shimmer gacha. That leaves me for Shimmer Rebirth to either choose Cecilia or Victor, or going for another reso of already existing characters. So far, my highest reso Shimmer Esper is Raven. And I don't know which Esper will probably be very good at either R1 or R2. Because R2, I have Moriyama and Toland here. Also, in fact, Nuxie. But there's also many other Espers I could choose to get to R1. I would have to pick one by one and see which ones are good. So just call him J. Yeah, I'm just calling him G usually, so I just don't want people to get all confused. That's a funny tap. I meant GKY. I thought you were just like meaning this guy. I didn't know we were talking about Ginger Lee. I forgot about that. I'm sometimes like a bit scared to actually call him Jiangman, even though Jiangman is the girl. But because they both start with Jiang, it gets easily confusing. Yeah, so basically I'm already going to be settling up for R1 Eon and this guy. And I still have an option to pick either going for more Espers that I don't have, or going for higher resos of the characters. His name is Javen. Alright, I can work with that, even though I'm probably gonna think you're still gonna mention this guy instead of like this guy. But yeah. I don't know which ones to pick. Even though the other options that I have are not exactly like great picks, are not gonna be exactly Espers that I'm gonna be using a lot, I am tempted to still get them regardless. Because that way, when it comes to the elemental towers, which I still need to do, it will make it quite easier. Okay, which ones do I actually need to do more? Because I stopped doing this again. I kept forgetting. Which ones do I need to do the most? I believe that I'll be fine with the... Actually, no, I'm not fine in any way for Inferno. But... I mean, I'll be doing gacha very soon, so do I really want to be doing elemental towers right now? I mean, I need to get 40 shards to be able to get enough for 2 temples of Inferno. And this is 3, so 15 to 14. And I don't think I have anything to buy in the shop. I did already look. I mean, very soon they're gonna be capping this out again. And I can buy any skin I want from here. I mean, not every skin. But, honestly, I wish I could, there could be, like, more options out there. Surprisingly enough, Elaine's Rosy Serenade is available, and that usually ended up being, like, a paid skin at some point. John's PS Red is good. Yet, I don't know if I'm gonna go for them. Yet, the fuckers, them fuckers still, are really forcing you to be able to get the skins and actually pay for them. You can technically get Abigail's Wavemaker's skin, but you have to pay for it. You have to fucking pay for it. Ain't it fucking amazing? Also, this design is so great. The fact that they changed her roses for like laces, it was interesting. Also, the whole concept is just about like ribbons and stuff. Yeah, the other ones are kind of like free though. I mean, both of these are free. I mean, sure, Javid's Vento Waltz may have been only free for some time. But Wild Python Jincho, this one has been free many times. Also, I just now realized that the position of the keys is incredibly innuendous. Why did they decide to add keys right in the middle of the scratch? I should have not said that. That was incredibly unnecessary of me to say it. Alright. Let me get ready. Because first thing that I might have to do, or will do, is I don't have enough points for this, so I'm gonna just go straight to Minnesota. Ah, water. So good for this very, very hot summer. So whenever there's events like these with the Meta Espers, I tend to start off first with the Meta Esper. And apparently we still also have scratch cards. I'm probably gonna definitely gonna do scratch cards after this. Even though I don't think the order would matter if I started off first with scratch cards and then with Metadalon. Honestly, I don't think it would matter. Jinchu's whole existence is an innuendo. It is. Sadly it is. Even though he literally was supposed to be just a guard. Everyone goes fucking wild, friend. Anyway, let's start this shit. Oh, it's just... What? Why have to give me up like this already? That is brutal. Not even shards. You could have given me shards. I don't need more money in a game. I need more money in real life. I need more moolah in real life. Not this shit. Ugh. Well, at least you gave me this. I'm glad for that. That's still an awful lot of equipment essence. I don't know how I feel about that. Bingo. Still, moolah. Ah. Tailback. Yeah, I noticed you do have a bag on your tail. I found that to be such of a weird thing. Tailback. A surprisingly handy custom tail pouch, specially made for Talon. Works great, very inconvenient. Very convenient. I just fucking love this drawing that they made. This could have been a meme for all I wanted. This could have, that itself could be an absolute meme. Can I pick another one? Ooh. Orange cat photo. Well, if you're going to be including cats, bring me in. Orange cat photo. Whenever Daylon travels at work, he always keeps a photo of his cat with him. I miss my cat every second. Oh my god, it's also an orange tabby. Orange tabbies are great because they're so... I want to say crazy, but I don't want to also say crazy because they're not crazy, but they're goofy. That's the word. They're super, super duper goofy. Orange cat. Oh my god. But do tell me his name. What do you call him? I want to know. At least it's not as bad as the first fucking pull I did. Just money. Alright. I mean, I did get 2, so I guess that's fine. That's fine, I guess. Now, next up is the scratch cards. To make it really interesting, I don't go straight to the reward. I leave the reward for last, so I can kind of guess where things are going. So let's start off with a multiplier. This is really stuttering. I don't know why it's stuttering. So, 15 times 8. I am guessing this could be like shards, like equipment shards. Memo chips, alright. I already have plenty, so I don't really need them. Times 10. This is gold. This is gold without question. It is always gonna be gold. And then for last times, okay, this is probably gonna be memo chips again. Yep. Exactly the same numbers too, what the fuck? And I didn't have a lot to go with today. Huh, there's been no lucky prizes yet. I remember that there was always like a lot of people that would enter this and just like be able to get a bunch of good shit. Punch through the sky. Is there anything else I can do? I can consume more stamina. Get more point war wins. Do another cube miracle. And sentinel hunt. You know what? How about no? How about no? I think I'm fine. I mean, I think I've gotten the last piece, right? No, I still need to get another attempt. Alright. Over here. I didn't think you would be here. Hi. Thankful. It was taking me a very long while to remember her name, but then I realized that a lot of people call her shampoo, like the item. There's also this guy who hangs out in the Discord, and their thing is they like characters with tails. Needless to say, they got hyped up a lot about Dylan. What's funny is I met them on other games too. I need to understand why people are so into that. But I also eventually, the other thing is not exclusive for Dislyte, I guess. But what I don't understand yet, apparently it was confirmed by science that this is gonna get weird. But come with me, just tag along for this, because I'm trying to like make my shirt up higher, trying to like tie a knot on it so my back can breathe. So it's not been easy. But basically I've heard that scientists proved that people with kinks for feet, apparently it's a problem, a neurological condition from their birth. Basically they were born with like something on their mind that was either not fully developed, or like maybe it was like something is like maybe like causing it to go bad, and in a sense it eventually causes them to have a kink for feet. So apparently if you have a kink for feet, you might want to see your brain specialist. That's what I've heard. And that just reminded me of other people that have interests in very specific parts of the body. I'm not one of those people, because usually I'm not one for the body, really. I'm usually one for the love. I'm incredibly cheesy that way. But that is an interesting thing to think about. Apparently people that have really strong kinks about them, they cannot really help themselves, apparently. But anyway, off to the gacha. Straight up, coming up really weird. Okay, 8. And see how far I can go with this. I cannot go too far, but hopefully this should be enough. 80. That is not enough for a guaranteed. That scares me. I don't have anything in the record stand. I am just so fucking close. Just 2 more shards to be able to get a key net. I just need 1 more Umbra to exist. I just need 1 more Umbra to exist. Alright. So first, actually how many more divinates I need of her? And let me go back to my Discord. Yeah, I know. Legendary Showcase. So I need 2 more divinates for her to be ready. But I didn't say I was gonna start off there. What I want is start off from you. And finally get him right away. Either right away or just the next pull. Let's see about that. It's gonna be the next pull. It was fucking guaranteed as well. Well, You're finally home, G. You're finally home. God, the stutter was real there. Fuck.
害をなす者が現れたら速やかに私へ報告を。
Jin Young. Okay, it's Jin Young. I cannot say this name for the love of me. Well, now that I have this guy, now the next one is probably trying to work for you, even though an earlier view would be far too unlikely. So finally have G. Finally. It took too long. Like too long. Now let's just see a bunch of blues until we get a legendary. Or that. We can also see that. Hey! Good to know. I wonder if I should restart Dislyte, because it is stuttering a lot and that worries me. Or maybe it could just be Discord that's actually taking away a lot of the power. I'm not sure if this is the last one. I think before I proceed with many other gachas, I'm gonna probably restart the game. See, it's just gonna be a bunch of blues until we get to guaranteed again. Guess that's just how Shimmer works. Alright, we did the Shimmer. We will do Divinate next, but before I do, bye-bye game, just to make sure that you come back full swinging without that many stutters. Because the stutters could be a server thing. Yes, it could. But I'm starting to think, because I'm still listening to the audio from the background, up until now, that meant it was probably like a game issue. Okay, I need to resize you. I need to grab you up. There we go. Yoink, yoink. The Heartbeaty Factory. As every Shimmer is. I mean, not all Shimmers. I did have you kind of early. So, not all Shimmers. It does take a little while. I wonder if that guy is gonna show up in the story. It doesn't usually take this long whenever I have to play the game. When it's streaming, it takes ages. Yeah, I know, I have a new character. But let's go forward. Now, next up is finally gonna be Divinate. I need 2 more Divinates in that era and I'm gonna be done with her. Now, I don't really need much. It is still stuttering. Very badly. I'm not exactly confident that I'm gonna be getting a Divinate from her today. But I'm honestly not even much of a rush, you know? It would be really awesome if that was possible. It's still stuttering. Why is it still stuttering? I'm gonna have to take a look at the task manager to see what is the thing that's causing it that much stuttering. Yeah, I get that Dislyte should not is taking most of the memory, yes, but it surely is taking up a lot. And OBS is taking most of the CPU, but memory is certainly the highest, and it is Dislyte taking most of it. I'm not sure if I can even clean the cache of the game. I don't think it will really do much. Big spin. There we go. This is a skip. I might have to clean the cache of the game eventually. If that even is a possible thing, honestly. I think maybe the launcher will have that option. How many pulls over there already? 3? Ah, baby. Ah, baby. If this starting ends up being really fucking bad, maybe I'll restart the game again after the gacha's done. And before I even actually hop onto the game, I might just see if there's any cash option. Oh, that was all that it was. No donates from her today. I mean, you're roughly kind of nice, so I guess I'm not gonna be mad at you. And then comes you. I need to be wise about this because I believe I only have one temple for each. If I want my guaranteed, my wish is to fall maybe on the Wind Esper, but I don't know if I'll even have enough to vote to even get an Esper. I just hope it doesn't come off too early and I get another Inferno. Ugh. Alright. That's a good sign. Hopefully. I mean, I wouldn't really be that pissed if it was a flow as well. Yeah, I kind of wish the mobile version got a clean-up option. It's almost at 10 gigabytes. Yeah, that's stupid. Because I also have Dislyte on my phone. I don't play it there. But I have it just in case I don't have internet on my computer. And the game ends up being so heavy that it just ends up being almost impossible to play it. It's really fucking heavy. Only one pull for each. Not going for you. I'm not gonna be mad if it's legendary here. Kinda pissed off that it wasn't indeed a legendary. But I will still be happy if it lands at a legendary on the wing. Even though I think this is probably gonna be one of the guaranteed options, and I don't like it. Hello, sleep. Bam, 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 bam. Jouney. Maybe they'll think about rebranding the game. And I don't mean just rebranding Dislyte as is, but trying to change the game into being a little less heavy, you know? See, even the sounds start to get delayed. And that means no legendary for me in the elemental. Well, that fucking sucks, but alas. Why they also make you download their language voiceovers and not make them optional? Our previous content, the story content they already done, just takes up space. I mean, I didn't think that the language voiceover options was something that it was already downloaded into the game. I actually didn't think that was a thing. And the previous story content, I think they will just download it if you haven't done it. I think. I'm not sure. But alas, we finally here in the gold gacha. Everything was done incredibly quick, and I'm kind of sorry about that. But we already done Divinate, Shimmer, Elemental. There really isn't much I've gotten today. And I have some wish stones. I gotta have a few wish stones. I only have about 80 pulls though, so I'm not gonna get the guaranteed. I can only pray that I can get close by. Why you were thinking there? Why were you thinking there? Were you trying to give me a legendary and just backed off because it was far too early? You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. How dare you? I've lost a good opportunity there. How could you Dislyte? But I eat myself forget about you, baby. Alright. 7 more to go. I was about to say 5. Yeah. Some earlies and doubles and shimmers too. Oh, I love it. You guys care so much for me to pray for that. But you do know that I only get luckier if actually new people show up here. Which technically there is one person over there. And maybe, just maybe, there's a possibility that I'll get very fucking good luck at the end. Usually, that's a pattern. If I don't get luck in the beginning, then I'll get it at the end. Or if I get it at the end, that I'm just... if I get it at the beginning, that at the end I'm gonna get jack shit. Really. Usually when it comes to luck, for me, it's not exactly consistent. It's not exactly that consistent. I do have, like, at least enough to at least pull up for another legendary if I want to. You know what would have been fun? If Dislyte added a possibility for a legendary but didn't showcase you at first. Like, your pull would show you purple, but eventually you will see an animation where one of the purples will turn into legendaries. You know, that would be fun. Because I know that there's a game that I play that kind of does that. It doesn't really tell you that you got a legendary sometimes until the actual full animation plays through. I can only assume trying to do Meta Arcana is gonna be really, really awful. Ah, man. I'm starting to get a bit worried. They're not wanting to show up. If I don't get anything today, I'm gonna leave disappointed. Because even though I'm not gonna be able to get the guaranteed, I'm gonna get very fucking close. Let's do this. If I don't get a single legendary today from the gacha, I'm just gonna turn off the stream. I know that that's not exactly nice, but I also cannot stay here for long because I'm sweating, melting off. I might maybe end the stream a bit early, but maybe this could be a little bit more authoritarian of me. Ugh. Also because I cannot stay up for too long. I still have another thing from Blue Protocol to do. I completely forgot to do. And then I will have a great day. I hope I do have a great day. Thank you to be so understanding, Green Guy. I mean, we're not done yet. We still have a few more pulls to go, so ooh. Thank you. I wish I had a freaking pen with me, like those actual pens. The pen that I have doesn't seem to be enough. It's a divinate. Does that count? Does that count? I mean, maybe. It's not gonna really change anything on my pity. Does that count? I don't know if I would count. I mean, when I say legendary, I say Esper. I don't say divinate because often than not, divinates are not really gonna do much. I don't know. Can we accept this? Can we accept this? Depends on what is gonna come out on the other side, right? Bruh. Do you know, like, maybe an hour or two ago when I was, like, saying that Gaius loves to show up for me? See? See what I mean? Welcome to stream, Red Cat Black. I hope you're having a lovely day. And indeed, he appeared. Even though I didn't ask him to do that. Still got 2 more to go, so... some good stuff can come out of it. Let's go! Choice of destiny. Choice of destiny. That in time. Please do not give me doubles. I beg of you, do not give me doubles. Please do not give me doubles. I've never gotten doubles and I prefer to keep it that way. Closing my eyes. About to open them. questions. Do I get a new Esper, or do I R6 that one character that might actually be very fucking good? Oh, questions. Oh, so many fucking questions. I'm happy someone is actually streaming Dislyte. I stream every Friday. So I hope you always show up on Friday for my streams so you can see what happens. No Birdman, new. Pretty fun. I know! But the thing is, getting armor is not gonna be hard, but Lingzhou's another thing. You know that me being a collectionist is gonna be tough for me to keep it that to avoid the possibility of getting a new Esper. I kinda want to get Lingzhou, even though I'm probably never gonna be using her. I'm sorry. I need new Espers. I just want new Espers. I know I got G earlier. I can get Armor 6 eventually.
どんな苦痛でも海が洗い流してくれます。そして私は自由を取り戻し、また海に出ます。
That animation is so beautiful. They really did improve the quality of the models. She's not good? Well, if you have Maria, you don't really need her. That's all I'm saying. If I already have Maria, why need Lingzhou? So what's that? Because Lingzhou is supposed to be an accessible Maria, sort of. Well then, that finishes it off. I'm not gonna be happy. I'm not gonna be happy with just one, okay? I technically still have loyalty boxes. And I'm probably gonna go for them. Even though literally last week I also used the loyalty boxes, so wouldn't that be pushing it a bit too much? What's better than one Marie? Two Maries, of course. And especially paired up with Metadalon, this is about to be hell. It's about to be hell. Fuck off, Nick. Fuck off.
待って、肉まんは全部僕のものだよ。
And that's exactly what they're doing, PvP. Of course. Of course they're doing that. So, I have options. Wrong Twitch. Lee Guang is my favorite expert. I am glad that she is. Because if you want to know mine, you know damn well who I am. And it's gonna get really, really unhinged very quickly. So I have two options. Either getting an Esper from the Resonance Gacha or getting an Esper from the Loyalty Chests. And I have quite the options here. Either go for a Loyalty Chest or go for the Resonance. Because for the Loyalty Chests we have this. We have Lushan, we have Yunjin, we have Beta, we have Zohong, we have Batrun, we got Hilda, we got Jalbait, and we got Mitsuki. I'm surprised at myself for knowing the names of all these characters. And Elaine is already maxed out. But when it comes to the Resonance, I picked up a few that could really help me more. Liam, Nathaniel, and Lapis. And yes, I have my hand in front of me, so that's why sometimes it glitches out. So, they're different from what the Loyalty Chest has, and definitely would have helped me, because none of these are even that close to R6. I get Liam very, very rarely. I have been having a few moments where I've gotten lucky with Nathaniel, and Lapis has been awfully vacant somewhat. Even though, I mean, probably the one that I would love to be able to get more than most is Nathaniel because of my tank team. But, I see a lot of people using Liam R6 for a lot of situations, and I don't know what to do. The only thing that makes me more leaning towards the Loyalty Chest is because of Javid being able to be R6. And Javid R6 can be a menace. So I am not really... I mean, I technically have 2 espers. I should not be lying. I have 2 espers. So maybe I don't really need to get another one. I'm pretty sure that next week I'll be able to get more, because now that my my PD system for elemental is a little bit lower, since I'm gonna be getting a lot of those boxes, it should be easier. I'm only 16 PD. Now the gold gacha is gonna be high PD again. And for dipping needs, I just need 2 more of her, and that'll be good. And just going back all in for the shimmer. Okay. Maybe, you know what? I'm gonna be saving. I have the new shimmer plus another new esper.
どうか私たちのことを旅の安全を見守ってください。
I really love the little sleeves that she has. It gives us such an interesting silhouette. Okay. Well, let's first analyze this guy.
町に灯火がある限り休むわけにはいかない。
Okay. Ash Wings reduce. Okay, I think some of you already know how his abilities work, but I'm gonna try to tag along. So Zephyr's Edge is his S1. Attacks one enemy, damage 85% of attack. Applies 1 stack of Ash Wing to the target. When his ability hits, absorbs 30% of the target's AP if they already carry Ash Wing. So if you attack someone with Ash Wing, he'll absorb 30% of their AP. And Ash Wing reduces healing received by 20% and becomes restricted to basic abilities. So not only will they have their AP stolen, about 30% of it, but they will receive less healing and be restricted to just use basic abilities. Takes turn at the start of each turn. Takes damage at the start of each turn. Each stack deals extra true damage. True damage 8% of the caster's max HP. Max 5 stacks. So it can go to 15, 20... 40%, so it can go up to 40%. Each dispelling attempt removes only 1 stack and applies 1 stack of Ash Wing to 2 other random enemies. So kind of like Ambla's Corrupt the Seed kind of situation. Winged Inferno attacks 1 enemy 4 times. Damage per hit 20%. 50% chance of dispelling 1 buff from the target. But it doesn't say that it applies Ash Wing, so take that in consideration. And then Soaring Blaze attacks 1 enemy, damage 100% of attack. Dispels all buffs from the target, applies 1 stack of Ash Wing to the target, and immediately triggers Ash Wing damage without removing the Ash Wing. So basically, if you were to like attack it again, but it doesn't really take away the Ash Wing effect. So they can, if they attacks them again after this whole charade, it will just attack it again. It's just a damage. Immune to Ash Wing. Gains Returnal at the start of the combat. Gains 1 stack of Phoenix Cry when any enemies cast a basic ability. Triggers up once per active turn against each target. So basically he's just gonna restrict enemies to just doing basic abilities, and he's still gonna be able to get more of it from them using the basic abilities. So Phoenix Cry reduces the max cooldown of Soaring Blaze, this S1, by 1 turn. Max 5 stacks. This effect won't be removed upon death. And Returnal is immune to debuffs, so he gets Returnal at the start of the combat. Upon death, revives with 100% HP, resets all abilities cooldowns, gets an extra turn, and removes his status. He is a big one. He is a big man. Okay, H33. Really? Isn't here his baby? Wait, did they update this in the Dislyte Discord? I wanna see this. I legit wanna see this. Oh, he shares the same birthday as Ambla. Ambla's also a New Year baby, if I'm not wrong. Yep. They need to update this. They're both Happy New Year babies. Isn't that technically like a little unlucky though? But whatever. His R4 just makes it torture to face him. I need to know that. Soaring Blaze at the start of combat extends all enemies' abilities cooldowns to maximum. This effect won't miss or be resisted. That is problematic. That is really, really fucking problematic. Okay, time to level him up.
安心したまえ。何があろうと私が収めてみせる。
Just about enough to be able to get everything and read his story, and also Ling Jazz as well. Nope, I'm not gonna do that. Ascension. I might already lost her. So unless the ability strictly says it's immune to any cooldown up effects, you're screwed. Is there any Esper that has that? Maybe there are some. But it would have to be so fucking specific to be able to be used against Lei Jinyoung. Okay, that's done. And back to her. Oh, yep, I lost her. That means I'm gonna have to pull down. There she is.
どうか私たちのことを旅の安全を見守ってください。
I still find it really interesting how Dislyte is still able to come up with really interesting designs. And making sure that all the Espers don't have like a lot of similarities between one another. I mean, kit-wise, yeah, they're probably gonna be a bit similar, but at least appearance-wise... Ahmed has an ability or something about his kit that makes him unable to be immune to any cooldown up effects? That is honestly very intriguing.
町に灯火がある限り休むわけにはいかない。
Alright, we'll just keep it up like this for now. There we go.
どうか私たちのことを旅の安全を見守ってください。
Says 3, I think, is immune to cooldown up effects. I have to check again. Please do, because that would make him a really interesting counter then.
私たちのことを旅の安全を見守ってください。
Okay, let's first read his
町に
profile.
灯火
Okay, the mayor is a workaholic. With his sharp suit, straight back paws, and phoenix tail cape flowing behind him, Ji Qin-young looks flawless wherever he goes, like the city's ideal image brought to life. Wasn't he technically the mayor? Isn't he technically the mayor of Gyrate, supposedly Abigail? But whatever. Every day he makes time to walk through the streets of Gyrate, greeting people with an easy smile. His calm confidence makes the citizens believe that as long as he is there, the city will stay in perfect order. Ji Qin-young devotes nearly all of his energy into building and governing the city. Whether it's dealing with monster attacks or helping someone find a lost kitten, no problem seems beyond him. A Gyrate's mayor, he is known for being steady and dependable. In private, however, Ji Qin-young can barely take care of himself. Apart from eating and drinking, almost every daily detail is handled by his secretary, Yoon Chung. Abigail is the mayor of that snow city, the one with the casino. I think it's called Golden City, I believe. So I thought she was like the mayor of Gyrate as well because of her teaser. Oh, it's Utgard! Maybe she's the mayor of Utgard and this guy is the mayor of Gyrate. Isn't technically Gyrate the whole world, technically? Of Dislyte? This man is big boy. Former Mayor Fletcher was the size of an tireless. He shaped Hazlitt. Oh, Hazlitt? Maybe Hazlitt is the big world. Into the capital of culture, almost single-handedly. Ji Qin-young, then deputy mayor, took Fletcher's trust for granted and neglected his duties, losing himself instead in the lingering notes of Lukin. I mean, Gukin is awesome. I have seen the instrument that Gukin is. It is one of those instruments that I kind of wish to learn how to play. I really want to play Gukin. However, my fingers would hate me if I did that. Does immunity stop Aswing from applying? I do not think so. But I'll have to check it up. Because if it says immune to immunity, then that's a different thing. But then again, I believe Ashwing is a gold. It's either a silver or golden debuff, so maybe that won't. The immunity might not stop it. Yeah, just check. Almas S3 is immune to cooldown up effects and also can cooldown reduced ally skills by 1 turn. That's intriguing. Decent counter, but not enough, I'm afraid. Yeah, I can kind of see why. As miracles began appearing more often, Fletcher worked hard day and night to reinforce the city defenses. Ji Qin-young thought he was overreacting, but Hazlitt's military reserves and support from his allies, he believed the miracles were not yet a real threat. Hoping to ease Fletcher's burden, Ji Qin-young took over part of the review, but because he failed to follow through properly, a relocation fund meant to remote districts was siphoned off at multiple levels. The result was a violent clash between officials and civilians. Fletcher rushed to the scene to help restore order. Afterward, he hailed Ji Qin-young with grave sincerity. When you become mayor, every street will become your veins, and the city itself will become your heart. But Ji Qin-young did not take those words to heart. When the miracle descended on Hazlitt, the people had no choice but to flee to Gyrate for shelter. Okay, so Hazlitt is a city. Ji Qin-young and Fletcher moved through the long lines of refugees, offering help wherever they could. For the first time, Ji Qin-young understood how helpless people could be in the face of disaster. With refugees thanking him profusely and Fletcher approving of his work, Ji Qin-young began to believe he could make a difference. As he watched people settle into their new lives, he was hopeful that things might one day return to normal. That hope did not last. When the government proposed building a memorial for Hazlitt in the city center, public anger quickly grew. Refugees and citizens alike questioned why resources were being spent on a monument when people still needed food, shelter, and proper resettlement. The memorial event eventually turned into a riot. Fletcher was badly wounded in the chaos and died from blood loss. Before he passed, Ji Qin-young took over the work he had left unfinished. Only when did Ji Qin-young understand what his negligence had cost. The most valuable counter is the super fast Fang Nuxie to instantly refresh Moro's S3 for him to one-shot Jinchi immediately. Gingerly. Regret and guilt overwhelmed him. Then, through the chaos, he heard the cries of countless birds. Phoenix rose from the ashes, and Ji Qin-young's received Xiao Hao's divine power. So he wasn't already an Esper before. The marshals used that moment to bring the riot under control. Ji Qin-young apologized to the people, promised to fix every unresolved issue in the city within a week, and vowed that nothing like this would happen again. From the day he became mayor, Ji Qin-young was a different man. He practically lived in his office, tackling every overlooked problem and reviewing each plan down to the smallest detail. He would never again let a small oversight grow into a disaster. On the rare days when he has time to rest, Ji Qin-young plays the cooking at a tea house. Sometimes Yun Chong, whom he met there, joins him with a flute. He hopes the music can stay peaceful forever, and that Gyrate will never again wake the chaos. Are we gonna get Yun-chan? Maybe? Even though we already have a Yun-chuan, which can be quite confusing. Alright, now we're gonna talk about Ling Zhao, a navigator's gift. The girl brushes aside the sand with her bare hands, digs out a shell, and lifts it to the sunlight for a closer look. Ling Zhao studies the pattern of the shell as the breeze stirs her short sea blue hair. A faint smile touches her usually calm face. Not far away, a small boat rests by the shore. On the deck, Ling Zhao's friend Xia watches her with curious eyes. Then with a splash, Ling Zhao lifts the shell in a wave and sends it gently towards Xia. Xia takes the shell, still perfectly dry, and gives her a smiling wink. Aha! A gift from a great navigator. I'll gladly take it. Ling Zhao was born in a remote seaside town and received Tianfei's divine power at the age of 12. With it, she could command the waves and protect fishing boats from danger, but her parents turned that gift into a way to make money. Oh, great. Escorting merchant ships drained her power and caused her pain. Her family's greed and coldness made her quieter, more withdrawn, and tired of the world, until Xia came into her life. Xia is a scholar. Whenever she invites Ling Zhao on sea expeditions, she shares stories of distant places, brings her thoughtful gifts, and encourages her to accept her power and discover what it can truly do. Xia's companionship is like a beam of light, bringing a sense of freedom and pushing back the shadows left by her family. Once, Ling Zhao asked Xia how she managed to convince her parents to let her travel so freely. Xia only smiled and said, "That's a secret," and promised that their dream voyage around the seas would happen soon. But just as the dream was about to come true, Ling Zhao discovered that Xia, the friend she trusted most, was actually a member of the Shadow Decree, and had long ago made a deal with her parents to have Ling Zhao sold to them. Ooh. The betrayal left Xing Zhao cold to the core. She believed Xia wanted to control her too. Terrified of losing her freedom again, she refused to listen to any explanation from Xia. For the first time, Ling Zhao and Xia fell into a fierce argument. Xia confessed that she had first approached Ling Zhao as part of a mission. For over time, she was moved by Ling Zhao's sincerity and strength, and came to see her as a true friend. When she realized the Shadow's plans could cost Ling Zhao her life, Xia chose to fight back, determined to help her escape it all. Under the cover of night, Ling Zhao tried to leave, still unwilling to trust Xia. The members of the Shadow lay in wait. In that critical moment, Xia threw herself in front of Ling Zhao and was gravely wounded. Deeply moved, Ling Zhao finally came to terms with her divine power and summoned raging winds and towering waves to drive the enemy back. When the storm was over, the sea grew calm again, watching the filth washed away by the waves. Ling Zhao knew that no matter what lay in the past, they still had a free and hopeful future ahead of them. I mean, you said that she was gravely wounded. Does that mean she dies? Does that mean that, like, maybe the second character I've read today, that a side character connected to the main character died? Well, that was quick. God, you're adorable as well. I really like her design. I mean, I find it weird that she has tan lines. Like, lower than supposed. I'm wondering if she uses these shorts often. Or does she use other types of shorts? And now I kind of wonder how am I going to deal with this character. I want to see strategies. I kind of want to see the reviews, but I'm going to hop onto that for now. So, Astralis. Wind. Wind with Avatara. Wind. The Grove. Oh, that's Gora. I mean, I can get it, sort of. Just so he applies actually more often. Wind with Avatara. Wind with Avatara. Okay, so it's all a bunch of like winds with Avataras. Wind. Bonus speed and accuracy. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Speed and HP with Astralis. You recommend Astralis then? You don't say accuracy either, so speed and HP with Astralis, if it procs still spread Astray into the entire enemy team, that can be bad. That can be really fucking bad.
安心したまえ。何があろうと。
I just need a lot of speed and HP bonus, honestly. Nah, no, that doesn't really fucking work. I'm gonna sell out the other ones. Oh, no, no, no. If that has already been used, I'm not gonna touch it. That's very little. I do have a lot of Astralis, so we can just work that around. I need some speed, come on. I mean, that's fine, I guess. It needed more HP bonus, but that's fine. Plus one stack with his S2, and his S2 hits the target with a stack and spreads it. Wait, I thought it would only spread under certain circumstances, like when he was dispelled, right? I didn't know it would spread like that. Unless it hit the maximum stacks. It goes about the same way as the other one. I need like 2 to 3. Like maybe 3 HP bombs to speed. This has not been easy. Luckily, I do have a bit of equipment. Especially for Astralis. This is no bueno. I'm gonna spend like the entirety of the rest of the stream just doing this, aren't I? HP bonus, no. Oh, by the way, just now remember, for those who are actually still watching my stream at this point, please head on to my Discord. We have a voting happening. Since we finally finished the Yakuza 0 last Monday, I really need you guys to vote to be able to put up your option, your opinion about which game should I be playing on Sunday. And I'll be showcasing you 4 options that I've added for the current voting. And we first have... Let me go check it up. We have first Quarantine Zone: The Last Check. It's basically a game where... This is not good. Basically it's a game about whether you need to basically check up every person that comes in. And making sure that they're not zombies. There's also Cult of the Lamp Woolhaven DLC. I've played Cult of the Lamp before. I love Cult of the Lamp. But I don't have the Woolhaven DLC just yet. But I want to play the DLC because apparently it adds up a lot to the game. There's also Song of Nunu, League of Legends story. This one you probably not know so much, but if you are maybe like an avid League of Legends player, or maybe you know about League of Legends, you probably know about Nunu and Willump. And this game actually showcases their story. There's also one that is very well known, the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. And honestly, that one, I'm in it for a long gameplay if that is the one that ended up being the picked one. His S2 can also spread if that's why his Astralis is good. The extra turn helps him control the enemy harder. I forgot that his S2 can actually spread. I didn't know that. I love Song of Nunu. So make sure you hop on into my Discord and put up the vote. I've never played Song of Nunu before. I've seen a few things. It seems like the animation looks really adorable. I'm really tempted, frankly. Hopefully I just don't happen to have to come across a tie, maybe. So that's why I recommend more and more people to be able to give it a try. It's basically just like choose and then there'll be like a bigger difference when it comes to voting. That's a lot of HP flat. I don't want HP flat. I'm gonna have to choose between having more HP and having more speed. Ugh, fucking hell. I'm getting really fucking sweaty. You guys have just one job. Just give me more HP bonus and speed only. That's all I'm asking. That's not good either. They really do lore about that region in League, and that game did it justice in my opinion. Really? That does intrigue me. That does intrigue me, but please make sure to vote. I swear to God, I know some of you don't like to be in Discords, and I get it. If you don't want to like receive notifications at all time, just mute it. That's fine. But every time I finish up a game on Sunday, a voting poll happens on Wednesday for you guys to be able to vote and choose which game shall be played next. And for now, like I said, I've mentioned four games, and currently you only have one vote from the Stanley Parable. So make sure you show up and put up your votes, so a little bit more competition is not going to be too harmful. Okay, so 3 speed or 3 HP bonus. That's a lot of speed though. I'm gonna go for maybe more HP bonus. Alright. Then going for this as well. Why is this one so good? This one is not bad. I'm tempted for that one. Two. Yeah. Only 2 speed. That's barely gonna be anything. Ah. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. It's time. Speed 3. It's basically going to be the same as the other one, right? Very similar-ish, actually. This is basically the same. I'm gonna sell it off. Happy for you. Ooh, ooh. You son of a bitch! You could have gone to 2 on speed. Why did you have to go on C damage? That makes it so much useless now. Ah. Happy for you. Ooh, ooh. That's still a lot of HP bonus, but the fact that it didn't land on speed, it still pisses me the fuck off, I tell you what. I feel like I'm melting off my chair because I'm about to go down. Like this. I chose the wrong camera there. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. Two. Okay, please. I beg of you. I beg of you. Make this be good. That is actually not bad. It's a little bit, maybe, too close to one another. I kind of wanted to 3 to 2. That's a lot of speed. Ugh. I'm trying to keep it real even, but that's not easy. Come on. So I have these options. 2, 4 on speed. Actually, this one is not technically any better, but it does have 1 on speed. I think speed bonus. You know, I'm kind of tempted to get this 4 speed. I'm gonna get that because it also has a bit of accuracy, which would help. HP bonus. That gives us only these options, which is not a lot, but surely it would work. Defense bonus. Come on, give me better than this. That's still bad. Come on, you can make it better. This is actually what I wanted. Bless you. This is exactly what I wanted. How am I supposed to make this one good? It's good. It's already fucking good. I mean, 2 with 1 attack flat. Fine, I guess, but I'll take it. Now for this one is Avatar, which becomes a problem because I have a lot of espers using Avatar right now. Nope. It cannot be in defense bonus. I mean, they do recommend accuracy, but it does say it's a silver debuff and doesn't take accuracy checks. It does say that it doesn't miss. So sure, but honestly, I just want to like litter it down a little bit so I can have like not too many overwhelming options, you know? Well, in that case, if Dislyte knew, they wouldn't really recommend accuracy, right? They don't.
安心したまえ。何があろうと私が収めてみせる。
I'm gonna pick this one. This one is alright. And then to finish it up, take that SEC out, and basically every single one is using it. So which one do I sacrifice?
安心。
I might sacrifice speed, maybe? I mean, there's already a big chunk of speed already. Just landed mostly an HP bonus, I pick up the. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. That's not bad. That's a lot of an HP bonus, so I'll take that. Fine, think. That. New. Shimmerer. Can I even do that? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Take away thing, look, see. Those recommended builds are templates. If it's a controller, they automatically put accuracy as a must for no reason without checking the kit. Yeah, because maybe some controllers, probably the majority of controllers, might need a bit of accuracy. And even counting the older ones. I also need to do my dailies. I only have like 10. Look at that animation. You can kind of see. You can kind of see how they have been upgrading the 3D models. It looks so good. Even though the other ones still look very nice, you can kind of see how like the other ones seem to be more professional so much. I usually don't do these. I just like skip it. There's still some bosses that are gonna be immune to the ash swing thing. I'm just surprised he still lived up at this point. And he still lived. It's still. I'm sorry? How are you completely ungeared and still survive that? Questions. So many.
Uploading the battle data.
また静かになりましたね。
There we go. Finally did this thing. I just need to go back to him and get my release. Get me a choice of destiny. Why, thank you very much. What would that be? Summer Blessing event. So that really long ass thing. Yeah, I don't want to be doing that. Conjoin. And I have to be using stamina. Oh, more people. More. Both Leoras. Alright. Take away back. Get this. Ooh. Yeah, I need that. Ba-da-ba-da. Okay, this thing. Then eventually, maybe, if I have time or don't get myself lost too much, I can maybe build Ling Xiao as well. Even though I don't really see myself wanting to do that, you know? It was Dragon something, I'm not gonna be saying that name. Not the good. And I wish to be with you. Just random ass ones, even though it's probably a lot of controllers and supports. See, even small enemies can get ash swing. It's just like bosses that probably won't have that. That begs the question, will like bosses like Yinglong can technically get it. How far away can I go with you? I do have the requirements for this. What do you need though? Be a miracle. I can technically do that. I can technically do that. I'm sweating buckets. Holy shit. At least I'm losing weight. Do you... This one is increased seer rate. If it's already 100%, then it'll double the damage basically. Pum 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 pa-da-dum pum pa-dum pa-dum pum pa-dum. Elect. What a waste of time. Open up to the inevitable lolly. There we go.
全てを一つ
La, 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 la. There we go. This thing is done again. Just need to find him.
私
I forgot to put him in the... I did forget to put him, didn't I? Oh my god. This probably is the first time that has happened to me, but... You go, Mercy. You go. Ugh, god damn it. I still have a few days. Maybe I'll remember. That one I was like feeling a little bit weirded out by the fact that it wasn't really showing the option to get him straight up. Maybe I was just like a bug that Dislyte had. But apparently it's because I never put him in the first place. Ugh. Yeah. See, this is what happens. The heat kills me here. It cleans my brain cells.
泣け、わめけ。お前の苦しみが私にとって最高のごちそうよ。
Ah. There you go after this one. Red! Red, the plague of the corrupted seed. Alright. Boing. Boing. Let. Boing. 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 Ah. Come on. Do the thing. Do the thing. Wait. How did that not kill him? How did that not kill him? Alright. Get this. God, I only have a few minutes. You're probably gonna have to be rushed out, but then I'll eventually put, like... I'll probably just, do multi-battle at the end. That'll take forever. I mean, the game is not lagging as much as it was, so that's neat. Bum ba dum bum bum ba dum. I do hope I don't get sick. I literally have a fan just like blowing up maximum behind me, hitting my freaking back. And I have to take care of kids tomorrow, so I hope I don't get sick. And it's not my kids, so... I don't think I will be a big... I am not set to be a good mother just yet. God, even though I've been streaming for nearly 3 years, my speech problems are still a thing. I still don't get why I'm still struggling with speech this badly. By the way, I noticed that we're finally at the month where we technically celebrating my stream anniversary. Even though there's that stream anniversary that you get from being an affiliate, I would call that the affiliate birthday. But there's also the stream anniversary. Is basically ooh, Ling Zhao has things. All right. But basically, there's a stream anniversary when you actually started streaming. And I started streaming around the 21st of July, if I'm not mistaken. So the thing is, 21st of July will land on a Tuesday. So I'm probably considering making something a little bit special, or maybe Monday instead. And yes, that would be technically be like a Blue Protocol stream, but I'm gonna change it a bit. I just don't know what I can do in regards to it. Dislyte town. Ling Zhao stands alone by the sea, quietly looking toward the distant horizon. She has never left town on her own. People call her the Sea Maiden blessed by the ocean, but she has only been out to sea a handful of times. A woman hurries towards her from the direction of town. What are you standing around for? Come back to the shrine. We have a very important guest today. She came all this way just to meet our blessed Sea Maiden. Okay, Mom. They walked back towards town, one behind the other. Ling Zhao's mother moves so fast that Ling Zhao has to break into a little jog every few steps just to keep up. So who's coming to see me this time? A girl about your age. But she is already a scholar, young as she is. So mind your manners. Every time I use my powers to bless someone, I feel awful for days afterward. Sometimes I can even get out of bed. I only blessed someone the day before yesterday. Can they give me a couple days to recover? Enough excuses. I spent all that money raising you. What have you done with it? Now that your power can help support the family, at least all of those years weren't a complete waste. Okay, Mom. I'm gonna punch that, Mom. Thank you, Green Guy, but you're gonna have to wait for a few days. And probably like maybe 2 weeks. Incense curls through the shrine. A few outsiders stand near the offering table, speaking quietly. Sorry to keep you waiting. This is our blessed Sea Maiden. When the girl turns around, she looks warm and composed. Ling Zhao suddenly feels awkward and looks away. Hi, I'm Sia. What's your name? Ling Zhao. Sorry, she's not much of a talker, so what brings you all this way? We're a scholar studying Miramon. Miramon? Correct. I heard Miramon activity has been making these waters unsafe for boats. But people can say that with your board, ships can sail safely. If that's true, I'd like to hire you to come out to sea with us. The boat has left town behind. The sea rises and falls around them, and the shoreline slowly fades into a thin, blurry line. For this trip, we'll head south from the town and test your abilities on the water. Test what abilities? I want to regard how you fight and study how your power works at sea. We'll also observe aquatic Miramon and handle a few related field tasks. Sounds like a hassle. Are you nervous? No, just a little tired. Thea pauses for a second before breaking into an easy smile. Then how about this? Tonight, I'll take you to the next town over for something good to eat. There's a really popular restaurant there. I think you'll like it. The next town over? We're not going back today? No, you didn't know? This trip is in 1 day. 3. 3 days? When I left, I asked my mom why she packed such a big suitcase. She didn't say anything. She didn't tell you? No. The waves lap against the hull in a slow, steady rhythm. Ling Zhao's expression turns unreadable. Asias watches her with growing concern. Are you alright? I don't know. It just feels strange. Damn. If I get another Ling Zhao story, I'm probably just gonna accept it, but not really speak of it, because I'm already getting a little late. I still have not done everything. Come on!
今日も全力で行くよ
I need stamina!
来たかさあ
I mean, Nexus crystals are fine, I guess. There we go. And two of all things. Pop it. Twisty. Get this. Sonic Miracle. That can be done. I think I just, since I already done this one before, I can just do it twice here. There we go. Mathy Methin. Okay, so I'm going. This one, going for Counter Sonica since I've barely done any of it. Forever. Ah. Okay. My throat is already hurting a bit, not only because I'm talking too much, but because I've been drinking very cold fucking water this whole time. So it makes a difference. Quite the difference. Are people seriously not really picking up experts to get more of the shards? Maybe they already have a lot and they just don't care. Okay, this is not important right now. Expeditions are still ongoing. This is still ongoing. Next week we'll still don't have Infinity Tower ready, so we're gonna have to wait 2 weeks instead. Run it up, run it up. Make way for the winner. Put it up, put it up, put it up. Put it up, put it up, put it up. Ugh. Alright. That should be done. Now I need to spend some stamina in this. I'm just gonna go 10 each. I'm just gonna go 10 each. I know it's not necessary. I know it's a waste of time, but I'm always getting 21 turns. Why is this always 21 turns? Okay, there we go. 22. 23. 22. And 21 back again. And 17 for some reason. Just so I can spend a bit more stamina and do the requirements. Even though probably getting more gear is not exactly something I want. But I mean, I do appreciate if I can access crystals or gold records. Bum 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 bum. And then Yinglong, and I think that should be enough for all the daily tasks. I mean, it's would probably require me to do something like maybe do more PvP, but I don't have enough tickets to be able to make a full-on round, really. I would need 4. Okay, then Yinglong. Sweating. Means there's still water in me. Means I've been hydrating properly. Imagine if I wasn't really able to sweat. I know there are some people who sweat more than others, but I haven't really heard of anyone being unable to sweat. I know that there's like one very rare case where someone cannot really like create fat from their body, so they become incredibly thin. I mean, don't think it like as a good thing. It's not. They look awful. But in a way, it's really important for you. But the thing is, haven't really heard anyone that cannot sweat. There we go. Our first charmer. Okay, I need the puzzle now. I cannot forget about the puzzle. And that's all of it. There we go. Cute. Okay, now I have enough of these to be able to make a few other pulls for Nylon, but that's only gonna be for later. Let me get these, so I don't forget. Bada bing, bada boom. And now... Oh, wait. Bounties. Stop freaking running away from me. Club stuff. What do I have for club stuff? Okay, this. And... What do you... Okay, this. That gives me another pull. Adam Sisters. Alright. And I think we can stay up like this for today. I am sweating buckets. So I am incredibly sorry if my brain is like having immense brain fog right now, because heat does not help me in these kinds of situations. Even though I have a fan that is on maximum, it is not being enough for the battle that these lights produce so much heat. So let's hop on right up to the next scene. Ooh. I figured it wouldn't be restarting. There we go. But finally, we got the shimmer we wanted so much. Even though I technically only got 2 Vespers today, and technically a Divinate, I guess, even though it was already repeated. I'm gonna have to check up on all the history of the legendaries I got today, but I believe I only got like 2 Vespers and 1 legendary Divinate. So there isn't really much I got today, but technically I did get 2 legendaries, so that will be enough for me. In conclusion, summer sucks. Yep, it does suck. I do say that my favorite time to be pulling for gacha is Valentine's Day, which could be weird, but one of my best pulls ever was in Valentine's Day. So that's why I always await Valentine's Day to be able to do the pulls, even though most of the times it's not gonna land on an actual Friday, but when it does, I'm always so excited. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. I'll be able to join you guys now on Sunday. Make sure, and I'm gonna be very annoying about this, but make sure to join in my Discord. Type !Discord if you need a link, or just try to like contact me somehow, or just like try to find ways to be able to get into my Discord, because I usually have my Discord link both on my YouTube biography, I believe so, I'm not 100% sure, and on my Twitch channel I have that Discord link. So if you want to vote for any of the games that I mentioned throughout the stream, make sure to join in my Discord. Make sure, and I know some people tend to struggle with this, but make sure to read the rules and guides and react to some of the symbols, some of the emotes, to be able to grant access. I wasn't really able to come up with ways for you guys to know that you need to do this, but for those who don't know how to be able to get some of the rules that the Discord has, make sure to go to rules and guides and react to the emotes properly. We'll have like a language emote, react to that. If you want to, like in English one, there's like the American flag, react to it to be able to get access to English only channels. You can also you can react to either the red heart or the purple heart. The purple heart will give you access to Twitch stuff, and the red heart will give you access to YouTube stuff. There's also the free games if you want to be notified for like free games. And then the last one will be like if you want to have access to anything related to Blue Protocol or to Dislyte. So that is information hopefully will help you to navigate through my Discord. So I hope you enjoyed. Oh, actually, before I forget, if you want to see more Dislyte from me every Friday at usual time, if you're here for Blue Protocol Star Resonance, that is on Mondays. So I hope you enjoyed, and for all my lovely Asians, hope you have a lovely night, and see you again soon. Bye-bye!